What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I want to touch up on a little bit of an update. A lot of you guys seen it. I didn't see it, so I'm doing a video about it. About the woman named Korshonda Hatter out there in Chicago, Illinois. Shout out Chicago. This is the mother that was walking her son home from school and was attacked by fellow students that mocked her and attacked her son, and the little girl that they had with her. And, people came out in mass and support the show for this woman who suffered injuries that had her and her son hospitalized temporarily. Now, I said all I can say about this video, about this crime, which it is a crime committed by children, and it just shows how out of control kids are nowadays with the lack of parenting, so on and so forth. But I seen a couple things yesterday after I did a follow-up video on that, where the one thing is this: the community has made arrangements to get her out of that neighborhood and to a better place, which I respect and applaud. Another thing is this: she wasn't pregnant, but I was saying she was pregnant because when the news first hit, they were saying she was pregnant and all of this other stuff. Come to find out, the woman just had sickle cell anemia, which in itself is deadly. And I also found out the reason why this whole thing started. Her son was being bullied because of the condition of his mother, how she walked, how she talked, which she can't help because she has a illness, but just shows the cruelty nowadays in kids. Take a look at this and we'll come back, because the mother spoke and she said a little bit about what happened, and I'll come back with brief commentary.
Now to a CBS exclusive. The mother in this video, who was attacked while protecting her children, is speaking publicly. She and her son were brutally attacked by a group of kids on Monday, and this video has caught the attention of many across the country. Now that community is stepping in to help move her out of the South Deering neighborhood. She only spoke to our Sharday Gray about this horrific attack, and Sharday is live in our newsroom with more from this exclusive story.
Well, Marie, Korshonda Hatter says she's still in physical pain after she and her son were brutally attacked with her young daughter just steps away. Her legs are bruised and it's hard for her to walk. But what hurts her the most is her children are still suffering.
My son is, he's very devastated. He'll wake up out of the middle of his sleep screaming. He'll scream, "Mommy, are you there?"
Hatter says her 9-year-old son and 6-year-old daughter are traumatized after watching their mom get attacked by a group of kids. In this video, we've blurred the faces of those involved because they're all minors. We've stopped it after she was dragged to the ground because of how brutal it is. Her son was beaten, and she says one of the kids pulled her daughter's hair. Her daughter stood off to the side crying, watching her brother and mother get attacked.
I felt helpless because I was down on the ground and he was down on the ground and he's looking at me screaming like, "Mommy, please help me, help me." I couldn't get up myself. I couldn't do nothing.
She's sick. She has sickle cell. So I guess they seen a little weakness on her because she's, kind of walking a little slow. And they have no right to put their hands on an adult.
That's her partner, Devon Lee, who was at work when the attack happened. Hatter went on to tell me that her son has been bullied for the past 2 years at Orville T. Bright Elementary School because of the way she walks and talks, all of the results of her sickle cell disease. Hatter tried to talk to the school about the bullying, but she says they didn't do anything about it. Yesterday, a large group of parents came to the school to show their support for the mother and to put an end to bullying. The community immediately stepped in and moved her out of South Deering and into an undisclosed location. Hatter says she's pressing charges against the parents of the kids who attacked her. As for her children, they'll be transferred to a different school, and she's looking to get therapy for them. Reporting in the newsroom, Sharday Gray, CBS News, Chicago.
All right, guys, first thing first, I'm glad the community came out in support and stood by her. I didn't know that them people was at the school for them kids. They wasn't at the school for anything else. I didn't know that, but I mean, it just goes to show you that some lines you don't cross. When I was younger and I was a kid, you know, if your parents showed up, it was always a level of respect other children got. And they didn't act a fool with your mom there or your dad or a parent, period. Nowadays, these kids feel like they untouchable because a lot of times when they get in trouble in school or when they get in trouble in the street, the parents rush and take their side and all kind of other stuff. And a lot of these feral kids are being raised by feral people that don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. I don't know what kind of parenting these kids have, and honestly, I don't care because what they did circumvents common sense of somebody that puts respect into their children. This shit started at home a long time ago before this even happened and made news of what happened to this woman. Another thing is this. I was looking at a lot of posts yesterday. People were sending me on social media where they were showing the kids and the parents were coming on TV and talking. I think that's dumb. You're on TV or on social media talking to your kids and all this about what they did while showing their fucking faces, knowing people are looking for them. Another thing is, why you got to put that shit on the internet when that atrocity is still in circulation? I would not put my kids out there like that because they're already in trouble. I seen one thing where a lady had a little boy in the background. She laid on the bed. He look in the back. She like, all of Chicago looking for you. If they get you, I ain't gonna help you. And what kind of lesson is that? Stupid talk. They had the one girl on there. She was surrounded by two women. They was up there talking. And he talking to her. She, yeah. They'll do that when they feel like they about to get their ass beat. They're in trouble. That shit did nothing. I think that was a bad move. I honestly do. Not only did you put yourself up there, you put your email handle and all this stuff for people to troll you and your kids off of your platform. Sometimes people don't know when to just not go and go live or show themselves or speak up on something because it never makes it any better. This whole thing started, they said for 2 years this boy was teased because of the way his mother looks. You fucking kidding me? And then it just spilled over to where they were so emboldened when they seen her, they yelling and saying all kind of derogatory things to an adult. And then they go up there and then get enough courage to come over there and hit her. Did you see the video? She was getting hit from all different angles. They couldn't really hurt her, but in her messed up state, she can't defend herself neither. I didn't know. I thought she was trying to run with the little boy. Somebody pulled her and the kid down on the ground. Then the other kid ran up and jumped in the air and stomped on him. This woman could have died from complications of her injuries due to her medical condition. It always astonished me how people can prey on people that are at a supreme disadvantage. And it don't matter how old they are, how young they are. Everybody is getting tore up. You see blind people getting attacked nowadays. Babies getting attacked, all kind of stuff. This right here, man, I think a lot of this is emboldened behavior that's learned from children that come out of violent households or households where they hear their parents talk about violence and what they would do to somebody else and stuff. And these kids get the green light in their head that it's acceptable under certain conditions, as long as there's humor behind it or you feel justified to hurt somebody that hurts you inside. It's going to get a lot of people wiped off the planet. You know what I'm saying? And it's just upsetting that there's no respect for elderly people no more when these kids think they better than bad and a real threat jumps on them. The only one they can get it off is an adult, the same type of adults they attack. You cannot tell me before this shit happened that these kids was not out here doing stuff to where you could look at them with a side eye because of past behaviors performed by these children. One lady said, I'm well aware of these kids. These kids been bullying people, all kind of stuff, breaking in cars and stuff. Did you hear what she said? It's a pattern of negative behavior that gets bolder and bolder until stuff like this spills over to the shock and awe of the community. And then The justice system don't know what to do with it. I'm gonna tell you something. She says she gonna press charges against the families, rightfully so. But because they're kids, they gonna get nothing but a slap on the wrist when they need a foot in the fucking ass. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Take care.